Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead, y'all. I'm glad you're back. And if this is your first time to our channel, I'm glad you're here. Well, today I'm going to do some work out here in the hoop house. I didn't get my mic, so I hope you can hear me. I'll try to flip up the volume when I'm editing it. But I think we'll be okay. We're inside this hoop house and the wind can't really get to us. So I'm just going to be honest that we have not been in here all winter. We haven't done anything. We've still got one bed that we need to fill to the top with dirt. We have some, I'll show you, and there's some weeds growing in them, but we have some dirt in there, but we need to fill them up like these. So I've got a lot to do in here, and it's going to be almost 70 degrees today. It probably might hit 70. So I thought, I'm going to open them windows. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to get me some sun because it's good for me. And we're going to get some stuff going. Now, I did think about this morning. I've been thinking about our rooster that's been antagonizing me since I let them out. And so I carry me, I have a walking stick I walk with. And so, I don't know. We just got a mean old rooster this time, and we hatched him in the incubator, but this is the first mean one we've had in a long time. But we need him right now because I was telling you on the other video how the prices of baby chicks at the store, and I'm just not willing to pay for it. So our nice little rooster, and I said that with sarcasm, our nice little rooster, he got me not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. I went to let him out, and he got me good with his spurs. And I had big bruises, one big one on the back and one on the front, where he just come up and got me with his spurs. So me and him don't have a very good relationship, but we need him right now. And then he'll probably just go on to be the to feed us because, you know, I mean, you can't have mean animals around your farm, and so he might be one that's butchered with the old hens. And you know, we'll see what happens. He might tame down, I don't know, he might, but I would never sell him to anybody else. I'd never give him to anybody else. And if he's going to stay mean like that and attack us, I have grandkids that come out here, and we're just not going to have it. You know, you just can't have a mean animal. And that's, I'll tell you, you know, besides our goats, and they are pets, most of them. I mean, they do their job, and we milk them, and we use their milk. But we don't eat them. Not to say we would never, but we don't. I don't know where I was going with that, but just the thought of eating my goat kind of makes me want to cry. But anyway, our goats, you know, are our pets. But the rest of the stuff, like the turkeys and the chickens, and I tried to befriend turkeys one time, and that got me into trouble too. So I think the best thing to do is when you have farm animals, for one, if you make them pets, then you don't want to eat them. You don't want them here for the job that they're put here for, okay? So, then I've made pets with others, you know, and they've just, you know, they flogged me, or they, you know, hurt me. They hurt me. I even got into it with one of our billy goats. Well, I've had a couple billy goats come after me, but one in particular I remember, and we had to get rid of him because he did not like me at all. He did not like me. And our rooster, he goes after Tim too. So I know it's not just me, but he didn't like me. And maybe they can sense it a little bit if I'm kind of intimidated by him. But he got me good. And I thought I was going to get him. And we had a brawl out in the front field. And he bruised me up real good. And I'm telling you what, I was sore for days and days. I felt like I had been in the boxing ring. I mean, for real. So I don't really try to make pets with any of them. You know, I respect them. They're here for a job. They're here for what they're here for. And I just don't get real too awful friendly with them, you know, but we're good to them. We feed them good. We take good care of our animals, but you know, you just can't have mean ones. So with all that being said, all this back here, you see all that mess? I never cleaned that up from last year. I'm telling you, I was so busy with everything last year, and cooking and baking and soap making and everything I do, that I just didn't get out here and get it done. Our chickens are in my wishing well flower bed, and they're dusting. So we've decided, I'll get to that in a minute. I got sidetracked because I seen them over there dusting in my flower bed. So we're going to, I think this weekend, Lord willing, we're gonna go out and we're gonna deworm our chickens, just because it's a good thing to do at this time of the year. And we're going to clip their wings. And so we might bring you with us on that. We're going to clip their wings, try to keep them out of the garden this year so we can still let them free range, because they get in your garden, and you know what the end result of that is. They like your garden probably better than you do. So anyway, but I didn't get in here and get this done, and I'm gonna pull all that out today. I'm pulling everything out of there. And last year, before it got real cold, I was kind of concerned about, and I watch too when I come in here. We have which I know we've told you that before, on the other side down here, at the end of which was the first part of our hoop house that he built, we have our compost pile, our compost bin in there, over there. And he had tunneled underneath of it up into here and put big pipe to try to heat this in here in the winter. But until he retires, there's just no way we can keep up with that. I for sure can't. And he works too much and has too much to do here to do that. So he's retiring this year, Lord willing, and he can take care of that. But anyway, I found some snake skins in here, big ones. Don't know what kind of snake. So I was thinking maybe they had crawled down in that tube to stay warm and hibernate for the winter, and that tube's just open, or pipe, whatever you call it. It's just open over there underneath all that. And so when I pull that out, I don't know. I'm not much on snakes, I'll tell you right now. Tim relocates them. Chris is not that nice because, I mean, just out of fear, I guess, because I just don't like snakes, y'all. I just don't like them. I can deal with mice, I can deal with spiders, I don't like them, but I can deal with them. But I can't deal with snakes. I'm just going to tell you, I can't do it. So, you know, if it's not bothering me or in my way, I'm not going to bother it. But if it, you know, comes my way and it's in my space, then it's got to go. It has to go quickly. So I'm just saying, you know, anything that's going to try to hurt me, it can't. No, we're not letting it. We're not going to let it. So when I pull that out, if I run into anything, I'll video it, but I'm hoping I don't. I'm really hoping I don't. So I'm going to plant some, I'm going to go get a rake and kind of smooth that out and turn it over a little bit. And that ought to be really good dirt. We got that from the land, not the landfill, what is that place called? I forgot. We'll have to tell you on the next video after I ask Tim. I forgot what it's called. But anyways, you go and you get dirt and stuff there. And they make the dirt. They make it. You know, they compost it and whatever they do to it. So, it's really done really good for us. But it takes about a year for it to be really good. So it ought to be really good this year because we got it last year. So let me go get that. I'm going to go get that and start and get busy on this, and I'll let you watch some of it, and then I'll show you I'm going to plant some lettuce And because this stuff I'm going to plant is hardy, that I usually plant through the winter. And I did over at the cold frame. I did plant some over there, and we had lettuce and spinach for a long time. But I'm going to do that, lettuce and spinach and kale. And I'm going to plant some cauliflower. I'm going to go ahead and plant, or not cauliflower. Is that what I'm planting? No, we're not going to do cauliflower this year. Cabbage. I'm going to plant some cabbage inside and put underneath the grow lights. I had to think about that for a minute because we've planted so much different things, but we don't do real good with cauliflower. So we like it, but we just aren't good at growing it. So maybe someday, maybe someday. But we're going to do broccoli and cabbage, but it's only time to start the cabbage yet, I think. And I'll start the tomatoes inside and everything, but it's still a little early for that. So I did it too early last year. If you watched our videos from last year, oh, I got so excited and I started planting tomatoes. I had tomatoes in the house that was probably this tall. I'm like, okay, they got to go because there's no room for them. So because our grow light's in the pantry. And so I brought them out here and I planted them. And I want to tell you something. They were down at that bed down there. They were huge, if y'all seen them. And I was picking tobacco worms off of them this long, all summer. But they were huge. Give us the biggest, prettiest tomatoes. They really did. Oh, we had them all down through. No, it was just in that one because we didn't have this bed. We didn't have this part of the hoop house built yet. So it was just down there. But, man. So we'll probably do that again this year. We're going to plant some different things. Tim's getting ready to plant some carrots out here too, I think. They'll like that loose soil because we've tried carrots out in the garden and the soil just gets too kind of packed. It's not really, even when we till, it just doesn't really help it. We have grown carrots out there and I've canned them, but they're just not a lot of them or anything. And so I said they'll really like the heat and well, they don't really like a lot of heat, but they'll like the loose soil in here. So I think he's getting ready to plant those in there. He may do that tonight, I don't know. But I got some cleaning to do. So I need to stop gabbing and let me go get the rake and I'm going to get busy. Well, I got some of it done. I didn't get it all done. I did get some. I'll show you. Let me turn you around here. I got some black seed Simpson from that little tag over. Then I got me some ruby red lettuce, kale. That's not kale. I put them in the wrong spot, y'all. That's spinach. This one's kale. This whole area here is spinach. And then I put the kale over there. That's about all I'm going to plant out here right now. And then Tim found this the other day. He goes, you better come out to the hoop house. I found something. Y'all know what that is? That is cilantro. I don't know how it got in there. Probably we emptied a pot in there or something. And it got in there. Cilantro. Yeah, we're going to let it grow because I put it in my dips and stuff. And I've got some avocados in the house. I might do that later. Probably not today. I probably don't have time today. But I did get all that underneath there. I don't really like this deal that we did. Well, we should have did it different. I like this mat he put down, but we should have did it different. It's just hard to keep clean, and it's pulling away from the board. And I always have to pick weeds there because, you know, they grow like crazy right there. So I got all that stuff outside. Looks like I'm having a junk sale, don't it? And I got to go through it and see what I want to keep, see what I want to throw away. And I'll do all that. I may do that later. I don't know. I'll probably do that before I go get on the bus. And my work table. And I will come out here and do my cabbage. I'll probably do that next. I need to get that done and get that in the underneath the grow light. Need to get it going. So anyway, I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. But I've already had one chicken come over and look in the door at me. I'm like, girl, go on. No, you're not coming in here to sunbathe. Oh, they would love that. So I'm going to shut the doors and just open up probably turn the fans on. Because it was, when I first come in here, it was like 98 degrees in here. Not kidding. And now it's about 75. So just opening those doors and getting that air circulated did wonders. But I'll close it up tonight. I watered everything really good, and we'll close it up tonight. It's not supposed to get real cold, but I don't want it to. I want the seeds to stay warm. So when I was cleaning underneath there, I was just looking underneath there. I didn't find any snakes. No snakes. And that Tim will have to look in that. But that pipe looks like it's full of water. So there's probably no snakes in there. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. On my run side, my phone's just about dead. And my granddaughter was talking to me. And I don't know. I think she lost service. So I'm going to have to call her back and plug my phone in because my phone's going dead. So I'll go ahead and get off here. And you all have a fantastic rest of your week. And have a good weekend. And Lord willing, we'll catch you on the next video.